Good afternoon, folks. This is Hunter Jackson again with Giant Recreation World, Winter Garden, Florida, and I am super excited to showcase this unit sitting right here behind me. This is one of the first units that I actually saw some viewership on. I got a lot of responses, and I'm super excited to show you a different floor plan this week. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 2026 Northern Spirit by Coachmen. This is their 18RBB floor plan, RB standing for rear bath and B standing for Bijou, which is the name of this unit. This is a really interesting option. I didn't get a chance to film it the first time because it left us so quickly. So without further ado, let me show you what it's all about. Let's go. Alrighty folks, thank you again for clicking the video this week and choosing to watch. It really means the world to me. Just wanted to jump in, no announcements this week, but I wanted to let you know a little bit about this unit. This particular unit here in behind me has an MSRP of about $26,000 or so, and I'm going to leave it linked to the sale price down in the description below. But if you guys have any questions on this unit, or if you felt like I missed something, drop a comment down below, and that would really help make the channel better for the next week. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's go. Alrighty folks, let's get rocking and rolling on the front end on this 2026 Coachmen Northern Spirit Bijou, the 18RBB floor plan, starting off with my #1 favorite feature that they've added here in 2026, and this is going to be this molded fiberglass front cap. This looks really sharp in comparison to the old school. It was just a rolled over fiberglass piece. We've now got a molded cap, and it makes it look way better, and it's going to hold up a little bit better long term as well. Want you to notice up here in the front, we do have an automotive grade front windshield. Very nice. And then moving down here below, this is going to be on a manual tongue jack. Now this unit doesn't weigh all that much. We'll take a peek here in a moment. But I do want to draw your attention to the single 20-pound LP tank up here in the front. This unit does not have any batteries yet, but we'll add those in for you. And then a couple more little things. They've got these cute little LED light strips going up the side that look very sharp here in the evening time, accompanied by our LED light strip underneath the awning here. Now moving up into this front storage compartment, let's check out this massive amount of storage that's going on in here. It's quite impressive for a coach that's only 20 feet 10 inches tip to tail. You get a ton of space. And one of my favorite features that Northern Spirit does is they add these awesome fishing rod holders up here in the front. I think this is a really cool idea. They understand that you're going to be taking this out into the wilderness, and some of you guys out there are going to be fishing while you do it. Backing you off a little bit and moving down below the coach, couple of things going on. One, we've got 4 stab jacks located. We've got 2 in the front and 2 in the rear, which is a nice upgraded feature for a non-entry level coach. And then moving you over here to the side, this is going to be a fully vacuum bonded laminated fiberglass sided coach. It's got aluminum framing in behind, as well as a double layer of Asdel on both the outside and the inside, helping prevent any of that water intrusion, or if you do get water intrusion, it shouldn't delaminate. Moving you down below, we've got a couple of steps that are solid going into the coach, none of those springy steps anymore. And then moving down the side, nice big window right here where the dinette is located on the campside. It's underneath the window, or underneath the awning, which is much appreciated. And then moving directly below the window, this trailer is going to be rocking ST radial tires. These are on 15-inch rims. And actually, I want you to take a look here. These are a nice upgraded rim. It's not something cheap looking. Personally, I'd probably put some Goodyear tires on this coach, but ST radials are American made all the same. And then moving back to the back end of the coach, one more quick thing I want to point out. We do have a place for a grill here on the exterior. They've included an LP quick connect down below. Makes sense. but you can also do a smokeless fireplace or anything else that plugs into propane. Moving you to the back side of the coach here, I see we've got backup camera prep up above. This is going to be the Furrion branded backup camera prep. But I really dislike that Coachmen has done away with the backup ladder prep. So unfortunately, from factory, there is no way to get onto this roof. However, if you buy it from us, I would encourage you to put on that ladder prep. But then moving you here to the rear, you can see we do have, again, a full-size tire for our spare. Those are not always included, as well as our 4-inch steel bumper for our Stinky Slinky. And then overall, I think they just did a really good job designing this coach. Not a lot's changed as far as the exterior colors or actually interior colors as well. So this is going to be a new floor plan with a molded front cap, or the two big hitters on the outside here. Moving you down below, we've got a Fagatti on-demand hot water heater, so unlimited hot showers as long as you have water. And then a single exit sewer exhaust, so we've got our gray handle for our gray water on the left-hand side, black handle, black tank on the right-hand side. And then directly above that, not too far located away from our city water connection, is going to be where our black tank flush is. And this is just close enough that I don't mind it at all. As you can see, this is a 30 amp coach with 1 AC. However, it is a 15,000 BTU AC. And then here off the rear, they've included a water quick connect port. Now this is going to be great if you need to spray off that Stinky Slinky hose before putting it back in that bumper there in the rear. Couple more business related items. Again, nice big window behind the sink, love it. We do have our furnace exhaust here on the side. Moving you down the coach, this is a super easy place to fill up your water should you want to take it with you. And the final really cool feature that they're adding here in 2026, we showed it on an Apex a couple of weeks ago, but check this out. We've got Starlink prep. So on a 20-foot long camper, you can have Wi-Fi no matter where you are in the world. As long as you can see the sky up above, you've got Wi-Fi. So very cool stuff. Let me go ahead and get you one more look at the front end on the 2026 Coachmen Spirit Bijou 18RBB. All right, and working our way into the 18RBB, getting your first looks. Let's go ahead and get a quick pan right as we walk into the door here. Checking it out. It's a very cute, small camper. It's got everything that you need to go camping with. But before I go all the way into the door, I told you we were going to talk about it. This particular coach is 20 feet, 10 inches tip to tail, and 2,900 pounds dry. So sub 3,000 pounds, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. But right as you get inside the door here, they do have a couple of drawers that pull all the way out. I mean, an additional 2 inches that you could have put a drawer in here, but they do come all the way out. They are stapled here on the side, so something to be notated. But then directly below that, excellent place to put your shoes right before you leave the coach. And then moving in to the actual camper itself, let me back up just a little bit. As you can see, we have a fixed in place 60 by 80 queen size bed. This is going to be plenty of comfortable for 95% of adults out there. And then with these fixed in place beds, we do get our closet space on each side. So that's something that you lost on the 16RDB that I filmed not too long ago. Link down in the description if you're curious. But opening it up, as you can see, plenty of hanging storage. The one on the left-hand side is going to be identical. And then directly above the bed here, they've got these cool little springy cargo net things that are going to go all the way across. The big thing that I'd like to point out is that these are actually deeper than what you're probably typically accustomed to. I don't know how I feel about being able to see the stuff up there, but it wouldn't be very hard to put a couple of cabinet doors if that was kind of your style. Moving you down below, very nice windshield going on here in the front. However, if you're trying to sleep in, they do come with a blackout shade that will hook down into there below, and then dropping it back up or leaving it down maybe. And backing off a little bit, I just want to point out the two windows in here. So directly across from each side of the bed are windows that open up giving you a beautiful little cross breeze. And then if you're looking for a little bit of extra storage, not a problem on this unit. Let me move this out of the way here. Underneath the bed that I would add a couple of struts on, you get a massive amount of storage, probably, let's call it 1.5 by 2 by 4 feet or so. I mean, a bunch of space for pillows, blankets, camping gear. You've got it all. And then on each side of the bed here, we're gonna have our power 110, USB-A, USB-C, spinning around and working our way towards the rear of the coach. We've got a nice little kitchen area going on here. Now this is going to have 2 drawers right off the bat to the side. Again, they pull all the way out. We've got a small compartment storage down below here for odds and ends. Maybe an air fryer if it's small enough, or a small coffee pot would be good in there. Over to the left-hand side, do we have it? Oh man, I wish we had a spot for dedicated trash can storage. Doesn't look like this is one that you could easily remove the shelf on. So I suppose on this unit, your trash can is very likely to be going right in here. Moving up above, we've got a nice, pretty deep actually, stainless steel sink. It's probably 5 or 6 inches deep or so. They've got a nice spray nozzle going on up above here, so this doesn't feel cheap or entry level, and this camper definitely is not. But moving our little, we're just gonna leave it. Moving our little drying rack back down into the sink where I didn't get it from, and moving up above, 2 more compartment storages up here. We've got our red goodie bag for anybody that is lucky enough to take this coach home. And then backing out just a little bit, we do have a 2-burner Greystone oven directly below that. We've got a regular microwave. No need for the convection on this one. Just popping the popcorn and grilling the chicken on the stove. And below that, we've got a single exit furnace exhaust. Couple of cool things up above here. We do have a nice vent fan here. And then this is going to be our 15,000 BTU AC, plenty of cooling going on in this unit. And then swinging you over, 2 more cabinets very similar to the ones that were above the sink area. They've included a wireless speaker up above, and it sounds pretty good. I wish I could show you the audio on here, but unfortunately I can't pair and film at the same time. But lots of space going on. I like that they've kept behind the speaker open. I believe that was something that wasn't done here in 2025. And then straight across from the bed, which is where I'm standing right now, would be where our TV is located. It's got a TV backer over here. We do have our 110 ports up above, as well as our satellite connection. And then one thing that I want to let you know, this is a typical booth style dinette in which the table can drop down, and you can make this a bed should you have a couple of friends or grandkids come along with you. And then finally, working our way towards the bathroom. Last thing in the kitchen I want to point out is going to be an 8 cubic foot 12 volt refrigerator that will work off the solar. This particular unit has a 200 watt panel, and that might have been something that we ended up optioning out. Try to do that typically down here in Florida. But opening up our bathroom, very, very comfortable, especially in comparison to the 16RBB. We get a much bigger shower, a toilet with a decent seating position. It is plastic, but that's okay. We're keeping the weight down on this one. But let me show you shower-wise kind of what we're talking about. You actually do get a really good shower. The only complaint that I have would possibly be this curtain here, but it's a, I can live with it, I get it kind of situation. We do have a non-upgraded nozzle, but that's okay too. But as far as your head height, plenty of space up above here. And then spinning you back around, we've got a really nice little kitchen sink setup. So as you can see, they've offset the sink over to one side here, leaving a bunch of counter space. Down below, additional storage, super easy to get into, and you might be able to fit a small trash can in there. I'd like to see, or leave me a comment down below if you figured out a way to do it. and then another compartment over to the side. This would be a good spot for linens or extra toilet paper, maybe cleaning supplies, but I would probably put them down where they could be hidden. But moving you back up above, I do always like to point out that our on-demand hot water heater controls are located here in the bathroom, which is a nice win for myself. We've got a really nice looking medicine cabinet that opens up on both sides, but they've left the bottom part open. So if you wanted to leave the toothpaste here, you don't have to open it up, close it every single time you get in. This is just a nice little shelf with a lip that you can put a couple extra goodies on. Let me go ahead and back it off. Try to get you one more really good look at the 2026 Coachmen Northern Spirit Bijou 18RBB. Alrighty guys, if you are seeing this part of the clip, then that means when I was in the editing, I deemed it appropriate to post this week. I had to go through this unit very, very quickly. It's been a hectic week going on, but I promised you I'd try to get one out again this Friday, and so thank you. Thank you again for clicking the video, watching, subscribing. I'm genuinely curious because the first one did pretty well. How does it compare? What do you think? Would you go with the 16RDB or would you go with the 18RBB? I know it's kind of confusing. I'm going to leave a link in the description to my other video, but again, thank you so much for clicking the video and supporting the channel. This is Hunter with Giant Recreation World, and I've got another one coming for you next Friday. Later.